I've always wanted to visit a private island on vacation. So today I'm building an island house resort in Bloxburg. I'm all suited and booted with my vacation bag. All we have to do is name it. My big, beautiful island of dreams. So all that's left to do is build this island. You might be curious, Reese's, how on earth are you gonna build an island? Do not fear, little chickens. We're gonna be using this mansard roof. So if you go into the basement on Bloxburg, as you can see, you can start to make an island. Oh gosh, I think I've made a bit of an oopsie daisy. I'd say that's pretty much big enough. Why does this look like Mako Island from H2O Mermaids? Who else watched that show? It was a great show, okay? And we obviously want our island to be quite tropical, so why am I putting grass? Let's get sand. But now's the most important part. We've got to add the sea because I'm God and I can just place the sea wherever I please. Why am I using a classic pool when I could use the shallow one? I mean, no one's gonna know, right? Apart from all of the people watching this. And guys, look at my money. Now you see it, now you don't. And you might notice it looks like our island is floating. So to sort that out, what you basically do is add walls in the basement. It can be a little bit fiddly, as you can see. And then you texture them. So let's do that all the way around. I've just realized our island's really short. Let's make it a bit taller. Oh yeah, that is much better. So now we can actually do the house. We'll worry about the sea in that later. Oh, our house is apparently floating. I completely forgot that it's going to be on the second floor, isn't it? It's okay. We can just layer our mountain. Like, this is just Bloxburg teaching us to be better builders. Let's just pray this is now ground level. It is! And you'll notice I've actually left a little bit here. That is going to be for a surprise later. Clearly, the house isn't going to be too big, but that's actually fine. It's actually a very tinsy little house, but obviously it's going to be 2 stories. Now we need to do the roof. So I think it would be a crime if we didn't add these luxurious slanted roofs. Guys, actually, I'm not going to add a traditional one there because we're actually going to do a bit of custom building. But to do this, we're going to have to place a floor down and make use of basic shapes. If I'm regularly doing custom building, I will do it off camera because it takes such a long time. But you know, I thought we'd try it today so you guys can see how I struggle. How you're actually meant to do it is you like drag it through. And by the way, I do have Transform Plus, if you're wondering. That's how I can move it so freely. Basically, we've got to make it look like this one. It just involves a little bit of twiddling around with the old transform tool. And sometimes you actually have to resize it as well to try and just find the perfect fit. It can be a little bit like tedious, I think is the word. But once you get the hang of it, it does get a little bit easier. And that is the last slot of window in. Right now it looks a little crazy, but the final step of building a custom window is outlining it with square beams. We'll probably toggle the roofs off to make this a bit easier. And you're basically just outlining it like you would anything else. And now my favorite part, picking the window design. I think a couple of rectangles and triangles actually looks pretty good. If we delete this musty floating floor, then once we actually add windows, then it looks way better. But there's still one more step, and that is joining everything up. Ta-da! That is sickening, but in a good way. So now we've just got to add the rest. And not to overdo it, but I'm even going to add modern windows here. Let me quickly add the rest. And now color. I'm pretty basic with my coloring, not gonna lie. I do like a mix of wood and maybe like a dark stone brick. And I realized I haven't even added a front door, guys. I was getting so swept up in the windows. And then we'll put this massive front door. Because you know, when you go to a holiday villa, the front doors are massive. Like, you can fit an elephant through there. And there we go. So I personally want to go inside first, then we'll build all the fun things afterwards. Now, we have got a slight issue. I don't know how to change the color of the floor without the whole thing. I think the only option is going to be doing basic shapes. Wait, I am so thick. Why don't I just use floor? I am so dumb. We should probably put a way to get upstairs. And I honestly think the most space efficient thing is going to be an elevator. I know they're so expensive. $36,000. It's glass. It's going to look kind of cool going up there. What is this rogue piece of floor? Bye-bye. And then to actually celebrate that glass even more, we can put glass all around. Let's do the layout. That is the layout, guys. Literally, it's going to be the entry hall. And then we're going to have the kitchen and living all in one. And then upstairs, we're going to have the bedroom and the bathroom. But let's start downstairs. And I've just got to say, I love how small and compact this little house is. And I've got to say, I've been loving my wall trims lately. And you guys will know that if you've been watching the channel. And if you're not subscribed, go subscribe right now. And I love how I've already spent half the budget. And we're literally 3 minutes into the video. But I love spending money. Comment down below how much money you have, guys. And we can see if you're richer than me. You probably are. I'm going broke. We're going to have quite a big archway. Jeez, the BFG we could walk through that. I think it would make sense to walk into the living kitchen. I just glitched. I'm excited to make our little island kitchen. I think we should make it kind of modern themed because when you're on holiday, you want the most extravagant things. Counters this side and then cabinets this side. I've already been on my vacation this summer. I went to Morocco. It was stunning there, guys. But isn't it sad? Summer is literally almost over in England anyway. I know in Australia, it's like just beginning. But in like England and America, summer is ending and I'm sad about it. And why are these bowls so difficult to put in here? I can't believe people in real life actually own like private islands like this. Mr. Beast probably owns about 20 of these. So we'll add a sink in here, and then if you ever want kitchen utensils, search up kit and it comes up with everything. And we're not actually going to have an oven in here. Instead, we're just going to have a stove top because when you're on holiday, you don't really cook. You more like go out for food. Oh my Gideon, I have not built this compact in ever. And I would be delusional if I thought there was room for a dining room. Instead, we'll have an island bench. Ooh, what's going on there? And this actually looks surprisingly realistic to me. I'm loving it. And this is probably like a 2-person home, not gonna lie. Like if you want to go on a romantic getaway. And then a little bit of subtle storage. We can do these little cubbies. They're not blocking our luxurious windows. And this can just be filled with other kitchen essentials like the coffee machines. I've got a coffee. I'm all the way from New York. Do you ever get it when you go on holiday to like an Airbnb or a hotel? They have weird books everywhere. And it's like weird like health books. I'm like, girl, I ain't gonna get a 6-pack from looking in this book. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest kitchen. It's so small. Next up, we have the living room, which is handily just like 1 step away. Just before we do that, I'm gonna add some pillars on the elevator to stop this weird line looking thing. And guys, I have a confession to make. Do you know who I miss? I miss Tom, the guy who used to stand there waving at me 5 years ago. Why does he go? I wish he just stayed the whole time. He was actually the love of my life. It's actually kind of depressing that a Roblox character is the love of my life.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
Anyway, here's the TV. I mean, fireplace. We're about to put the TV. Really, the easy solution to this is probably going to be to get a pole and then put the pole in the fireplace, if I can do that. Gosh, this is probably going to start a whole forest fire. We could do 2 armchairs or a sofa. I'm personally thinking the 2 armchair look could look cuter. This way, we can also make use of a stylish end table. Lately, I've been loving my candles, guys, in the vids because you don't have to pay for bills if you have candles, I think. Let me know if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right. You know what? Because we're on holiday, why not have a cute little daisy pillow? Oh, yeah. Oh, darling, that is gorgeous. And then, of course, we need a floor lamp. Oh, that is so lovely. Now we have the entryway, so we're going to kind of combine the closet in the entryway. You know how sometimes they have those little, like, coat racks in the entrance? That's kind of what I'm doing, but we're actually going to store all our clothes down here because there's definitely not room for a closet in the bedroom. Look, it's tiny up here. Next up, I'm adding a lovely little lamp stand here. And it's not just going to be a lamp stand. It's going to have a mirror or a mirror. And I'm going to have to scrap this wall trim because it's just not working out. But that means we can have like a cool feature wall. Look at this. And I haven't added any flowers yet, but I love having flowers in all my rooms. They just look so beautiful. I could almost have a Oh, that's lovely, that is. Last but not least, we'll have a hat stand. I've turned into Mary Poppins today, singing all the time. I love her bag, though. Doesn't her bag have, like, infinite space? Imagine that in real life. That's the whole downstairs done. So lastly, before we go outside and start decorating our private island, all we have left to do is the upstairs. So you know me, I'm a sucker for a bathroom. So we're going to start with that. It's all white tiles, and then I've got this one bit of wood. And for the wall trims, I'm going to do a 1/4 length one, and we're going to make it granite. You didn't see that one coming, did you? And this space here, it's screaming to me, Reese's, put a shower. And I tried to just make a custom door. That actually looks kind of realistic. It's time to use this square indent. Has anyone been to Center Parks? They have these really cool built-in shelves in the shower, and I love stealing all the shampoo. Here we'll have our little toilet, and then we have got to simply add a bath here with this beautiful view of Bloxburg town. No, we're gonna add a bunch of trees around. I forgot to do that at the beginning. And you know those Instagram girlies? They have a tray on their bathtub, and then on it they put like their MacBook or something. And also I'm gonna put a candle, the two most dangerous things to go in water. We'll just have our sink here, and that is such a cutie patootie little bathroom. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that? If I toggle this roof, the entire house disappears. Anyway, we're gonna kind of go a little bit like crazy up here with the textures. And like I said, it's just gonna be a 2-person cabin. I don't know why I picked Zoo 2, because 2 is literally double the work, but that's gonna be kind of aesthetic. Like, look at this symmetry. Speed up time. And I've made the very conscious decision to add folded towels. You know when you go to like a hotel, they have folded blankets. Also, I know this isn't a hotel, but it's kind of like so fancy it would be like a hotel, do you know what I mean? And oh my gosh, I forgot about this. When I built my woodland cabin video, somebody actually commented I should have made the upstairs bit a loft. So your wish is my command, people. And we don't particularly want anybody falling off of this, so we'll add some railings. And now guys, the island home is actually done. But like I said, we have so much more to do. Not that much more. First of all, we need to build a humongous mountain. I don't know why it's saying this is $3,000 when I haven't even placed anything yet. As you can see, we're making it incredibly thin. We're mainly gonna need like palm trees on the actual island. The new ones are actually really pretty. And eventually I want to add big trees all around the side, but I think we should just finish the island before we go wasting all our money. Something I find incredibly aesthetic is when there's like a garden, like a road leading up. Maybe that is a little bit too steep, actually. We need to have a hammock hanging between these palm trees. This part here was going to be a farm. You might think, a farm, Reese's? That is so random. Well, I am the king of random. But I was thinking, I'm going to put some double-sided decals on here, and then we can search up some, like, tropical animals. And if I can't find any, then I'm just going to put, like, a pig. And of course, here and there, we've got to have these tropical leaf plants. Last thing before we do the trees is a zip line. Sadly, zip lines don't actually exist in Bloxburg yet. We're just going to have to make do with a fake one. And to do it, we're going to use this standard rod. Oh, that might be a bit thin and unsecure. Maybe we should do it like this. And then I was thinking, to make it look quite funny, we could add this nutcracker called Bob. Then Bob can be having a ride on this. He just looks like he's floating over there. This is honestly the perfect getaway from the beautiful tropical views to the incredible towering heights. This is a destination you will not want to miss. Did you guys like my advertisement voice? I'm getting better and better. And with the trees in, our beautiful island home is done. Let's go tour it. So after we swim to the island, you'd probably get a boat, not swim. You are greeted by this humongous island home. Just before we go inside, we have a couple of things outside. We can come rest on our hammock, catch these beautiful sun. Wait, where's the sun? Oh, it's over there. Or if you wanted to cool down, you could jump into the sea. That's a benefit of living on an island. Or you could come pet the exotic animals. Yeah, I couldn't quite find any exotic animals, but we do have a nice British cow and pig. And then here's our picnic. And maybe we're having a beef burger, although we probably shouldn't eat beef when the cow is right there. It's giving me a side eye. And then we have, of course, our zip line where Uncle Bob is having a nice go on it. Now, let's actually head inside. So this big door opens up into the entry hall, and to the left we have the main family room. We've got the kitchen. For real though, this kitchen, this view, it's actually a beautiful area. And then here is our lovely little lounge room. We actually got so fancy here with an elevator. Like, look at these views as you go up. It's beautiful. And this takes us to the twin bedroom. I don't really know what's going on here. I think the chimney might have smashed its way in. And there's actually a third bed up here for a lucky soul. And then last but not least, we have the bathroom where we can sit in our dangerous bathtub and watch Netflix. Wow, this is a great view, people. So in total, this build came to almost 400,000 and I can't even afford the bills. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Thanks to everybody who watched this, and I'll see you all next time.